Hi, I'm Miriam Bross and I teach emotional intelligence skills. What are they? These are the skills that allow you to be yourself and to lead the life you truly want to lead. Intuition is one of those skills. So listening to your intuition, being able to tune into it anytime, being able to hear what it tells you and acting on it, that's a skill. It means it's something you can learn and that you practice over time and become better at it until you are so good that it's automatic. And what does that look like? Intuition always tells you what your next right step is, no matter how big or small that step is. So listening to your intuition means that you have a level of clarity, but also freedom, because you no longer worry so much, you don't overthink, and so on. Now, how do you get there? There are two essential steps. The first one is you gotta tune into your intuition. What does your intuition feel like or sound like, or what kind of shape does it take for you? For some people, it's a voice, so it's a form of thought, which speaks to them, so it comes in the form of language. For other people, it's images they see of what to do next. It might be a feeling. It might be a mixture of all of the above. I know I've had intuition speak to me in these different versions. But I cannot tell you what your intuition looks like. You gotta figure that out for yourself. Because this is your way of knowing what to do next, and it will speak to you in whichever way is best for you. So a few months ago, a friend of mine asked me how she could tune into her intuition more, because she wanted to have this level of clarity of always knowing what to do next and of relaxing when she didn't know what to do next, because she knew intuition would tell her as soon as it was time. So she wanted this level of clarity, of freedom, of peace, basically. And I thought about it. I was like, all right, there are techniques I still use every day if I want to tune back in. Because this is one of the key truths about emotional intelligence skills. Whether you learn to listen and act on your intuition, or whether you learn to be at peace, or how to be happy, or even how to love yourself. The key truth is that these aren't states. These are techniques, or a range of techniques you use again and again and again to return, to recommit. So with intuition, it's the same thing. You do not tune in once and then you're there all the time. No, you tune back into it again and again and again. Every time you notice you are not in tune anymore, you tune back in. How do you do that? Well, first you figure out what your intuition feels like. Then you notice what happens when you try to act on it. That's your resistance. What does your resistance look like? And then once you really nailed this is the first level. The next level is looking at the resistance. It's overthinking, that's resistance. Guilt, worrying, maybe shame even. Maybe it's being a people pleaser. All these things that get in the way when you try to act on your intuition. That's the second level. Okay, if you want some help with tuning in to your intuition, I have a course, Intuition for Beginners, with the basic techniques I still use almost every day if I want to tune back in. The link is in the description. If you want the easiest way to practice intuition, is just know this. Your intuition always sounds, feels, looks the same, no matter what it tells you. So whether it is a small act or a big act. Every time you feel like this is the next right step, even if it's just get yourself a cup of tea or take a break or go outside, every time you listen on it, you strengthen this connection and the voice becomes clearer over time. So the absolutely easiest way to practice is just do it. Just figure out what your intuition feels like. As I said, if you'd help with that, link in the description. All right. Have a wonderful day.